Greetings, family. Welcome to Help Stop the Genocide in American Ghettos podcast. I'm your host, Emmanuel Barbee. If you are new to this channel or podcast, then please subscribe and share our content with your friends. This will help grow our audience. I provide a written transcript in the group with the same name on Facebook for those of you who don't speak English. I also cite all of my sources under Show and Prove section. You can find all of my work under the About section on my YouTube channel, and then scroll down to Medium. I use this platform to interact with everyone on my friends list and everyone in my social groups by giving Black business owners free airtime to promote their products and services. I give people in the faith community an opportunity to share the gospel of Jesus Christ, and ordinary law-abiding citizens an opportunity to share their special talents and skills to my listeners from the podcast community. After the show, I offer my guest speakers an incentive by teaching them how to create their own podcast and YouTube channel to help them earn extra revenue during COVID-19. I also assist people on my friends list with creating basic websites, finding college scholarships and grants, housing, and legal services, all for free. Our goal this year is to raise $500,000 for our film projects. Hood Liberator Made in Chicago, the war against Willie Lynch begins. First, I would like to thank those of you who have donated to our film project. I encourage people from my friends list and people in my social groups who want to be a part of our film project to please send me your email address to my Facebook inbox. We will hold a private conference through Google Meetings to discuss the best methods of reaching others via social media, people from their friends list, donors, and local businesses. GRCAI of Chicago, the Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago, mission is to help eradicate urban violence in Chicago through our programs and services. Our objective is to build a bridge between the diaspora and continental Africans through art, culture, and commerce. GRCAI of Chicago will be in the business of creating docudramas, short films, theater, photography, fine arts, music, poetry, literature, sculpture, dance, and spiritual development for inner city youth and their families. Once this virus is cleaned up, we plan on launching African tours in order for us to move from behind the computer and make real connections with our global Black family on the continent, starting in South Africa. I created GRCAM, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement, because I got tired of all of the division among Black people. I created GRCAM in 1991 on a site called Gopher. I wanted to create an organization that focused specifically on solving Black issues in America. I wanted to connect with other like-minded African Americans, Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Europeans, African immigrants, and Afro-Latinos throughout the diaspora. This is a podcast where we talk about solving Black issues / African issues using a spiritual perspective as it pertains to the great awakening of our people that has been prophesied. Our objective is to get our film project fully funded and play it by ear during COVID-19. Once this virus is cleaned up, then we will shoot our film and promote our film in selected movie theaters and sell our DVDs. Together, we will put GRCAM on the map and turn my vision for Black America into reality. In 2021 and beyond, the Grassroots Community Activist Movement will be promoting a policy of global Black unity, ownership, and community support. Our objective is to be in a place where we own everything we consume and we support one another. we're reaching out to our group members and listeners and would like to encourage them to support our film project in 3 ways. Through our virtual store, GRCAM merchandise such as COVID masks, coffee mugs, posters, handbags, and t-shirts. All proceeds will go towards our film project. 2, through our nonprofit organization, GRCAI of Chicago. PayPal page. Donations can be used as a tax write-off because this is a legitimate 501c3. All donations are tax deductible to the fullest extent of the law. 3, you can support us by purchasing my revised book on my Amazon author page. Keep in mind, community support is where we have to go, and please understand, when you're supporting our YouTube channel or our podcast, you're supporting an independent black network which will eventually employ black people in our films, stage plays, and in our actual business. I need African entrepreneurs, especially in South Africa, to come on the show and promote your businesses and ministries to the diaspora and vice versa. Instructions on participating on the show. Once I'm done with my presentation, I will open up the virtual phone lines. First, watch my Facebook Live video called Side A. After I finish with my presentation, then I will open up the virtual phone lines. Just click on the phone icon to interact with me in real time through Facebook Messenger as a voice call, or you can click on the as a video call if you like. This will be called Side B. With that being said, tonight's segmentation is entitled Where Are GRCAM Members? Why We Need GRCAI of Chicago in the Black Community, and Dred 2.0. My first topic, where are GRCAM members? My message is to my group members. It's time for people in my social groups to stand up. It's been 29 years that I have been online trying to recruit, inform, and promote my vision about improving our inner cities in America, starting in Chicago, and my vision for Africa. The only thing which is preventing me from turning my virtual Christian socialist organization, GRCAM, into a real Christian business, GRCAI of Chicago, is the lack of manpower and the capital. This is why I turned to social media to get my message out to the public. Through my YouTube videos, my social groups, my blog postings, my online talk show, my revised book, and now through my future film, urban docudrama, Hood Liberator Made in Chicago, The War Against Willie Lynch Begins. The only thing that I am seeing in my social groups so far is a lot of people posting videos, no real interaction with me on my online talk show. I did not create the grassroots community activist movement just for us to post videos and get likes. I created GRCAM in order to network with other like-minded black people from around the globe, for us to focus on solving black issues on a local level, on a state, on a national level, and on an international level. Since January of this year, I've been hosting my video podcast on Thursday evenings in order to help raise funds for our film project. Across the United States of America, this American experience is coming to a head because of institutionalized racism, social inequality, and police brutality within our society. This film will help guide us towards true liberation. Hood Liberator Made in Chicago, The War Against Willie Lynch Begins is a black economic empowerment film, which is way overdue. We are moving into the next phase of our production process. Our priorities for this phase includes securing investors, recruiting key talent, and key partnerships. Outside of key talent, our cast and crew will all be paid at equitable rates. Once complete, we intend to screen the film at festivals and ultimately release the film in selected movie theaters and through major streamers such as Amazon Prime. In addition, we're planning and having an impact campaign plan, including screenings and open discussion with community organizations. So far, we have raised $445. We need GRCAM members who know legitimate grant writers. To come forward so that we can target donors, sponsors, and major corporations. If you have such information, please send me a message to my Facebook inbox and we can take it from there. My goal in 2021 is to recruit legitimate grant writers, brave and smart black people within the United States to work with me and Sister Renee in raising funds for our film project in order for me to present my case to the global black family. I also encourage my international group members, specifically in Africa, to encourage your family or friends from your country who reside in Canada, Europe, or in the United States to send me a friend request along with their email address so that I can email them everything I do online. Also encourage them to purchase my revised book so that they will have a better understanding what this new black organization is all about. Dr. King Jr. said, quote, "Life most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" Unquote. I think his question is relevant. My question to Black America: where are my like-minded brothers and sisters? Why we need GRCAI of Chicago in the black community. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago is based on my experience. GRCAI of Chicago will operate under 7 separate functions within the organization: a social service component, a spiritual component, which will be optional for secular people, a political component under my for-profit service-based sector, because we're going to have a nonprofit and we also want to eventually have a for-profit for the business as well, and that's how I'm going to make my bread and butter. We're also going to have an entertainment component, an entrepreneur component, health and wellness component, and a black media component. It's time for true active GRCAM members to work with me and Sister Renee in taking our story to the big screen. So stand up, GRCAM members worldwide. GRCAI of Chicago will raise the standard in black society from the bottom up. My revised book, The Solution for Black America, 2nd edition, is the foundation of this Christian business. I wanted to create a black organization which focused on strengthening the black family while meeting the need of the black community. Our mission is to eradicate urban violence in Chicago through art, culture, and commerce. In addition, I want to use our organization to make a real connection with our global black family by hosting tours in Africa, the Caribbean, And in the Caribbean, specific places such as the Bahamas, Barbados, Haiti, Jamaica, and Brazil. Me and Sister Renee is trying. We're doing the best we can with what we have. It's my hope that the proceeds from my film will put me in a better position financially so that I can buy office equipment, hire qualified black middle class professionals, and purchase property in Chicago and in Africa. My critics are trying to hold us more accountable than established black organizations that's already, in the community. A lot of these so-called black leaders have a zero plan of action and a zero rhetoric which address the real problems in black America. Now, I have a platform, thanks in part to technology, to expand my ideas and message. Although I have little support here in the city of Chicago, but yet I have a global audience, and I'm reaching people around the globe, and so that's what I like. But I don't want us to remain behind a computer. That's how come I want to do the film, so that way I can just go ahead and be in a better position to attract, those people that has the talents and skills to help make this organization effective and successful. We need to stop accepting these less than so-called leaders. Black people in America have not had any real significant progress since the assassination of Dr. King Jr. We can preach the Bible, and we can also preach the Quran. But my question to Black America, what are we building? And what are we going to leave for the next generation? I'm trying to build an institution which can free us from this Willie Lynch mentality within black society, because that's the main thing that's holding me up. I mean, it's unfortunate that a lot of, I would say, black Americans don't like to see other black Americans succeed. Again, because of that Willie Lynch mentality. Again, I want my listeners to understand this organization is not, quote unquote, about me per se. This is about helping our next generation, the kids that's coming up, the future. And it's been very difficult. I keep running across a lot of closed-minded individuals, but hey, that's how come I keep doing this show. I'm not interested in writing any more books. I'm interested now in trying to do films because I believe I could reach the masses that way. But I'm just doing the best that I can. We have a whole continent that need our talents and skills. I only have the paperwork for GRCAI of Chicago because I still don't have anyone on my management team, nor do I have a physical building. Ask me why. Again, because I lack support in the black community. And, this is just a unfortunate situation. Black people here in America, it's just like every man for themselves, quote unquote. But I still believe that there's other like-minded individuals that's out there, and that's who I'm trying to reach. I'm doing the best that I can to connect with those people, because those are the persons that's going to help turn this vision into a reality. At least me and Sister Renee are trying to tackle the problem in a real way by encouraging our group members to support us by purchasing my ebook or my softcover book on Amazon. We encourage our members to purchase items from our virtual store, and we encourage our members to donate through our PayPal so that we can turn my ideas into a reality. I care about the progress of our people. That's why I'm still here in America. This is why I am making a film It's based on what I went through in order to get this business started in Chicago. I am trying to set an example to young black people and encourage them to have an African plan. Since Black America has rejected my plan and vision for 29 years, my organization will be membership-based and private. I do not associate with hardened criminals, con artists, pedophiles, rapists, or urban terrorists, nor will those type of people be part of my organization. Everyone will be screened, must attend our mandatory orientation, and sign the community pledge, no exceptions. We will use thumb technology in order to keep tabs on who's doing what within the business. No freeloaders. Everyone must contribute in making this organization effective and successful. Black people are only 12% of the American population, and within that 12%, we are unable to unite as a whole because of this Willie Lynch mentality. And that's what I want to declare war on through this Christian business. I rewrote my revised book, The Solution for Black America, 2nd edition. I wrote the vision and made it plain, yet it is still barely selling. Now we have COVID-19 is on the scene. I don't have another 29 years to waste. Our people are dying in the streets. If it's not by urban terrorists, then it's by road cops. It is what it is. I offer something that no black leader has in America, and that is a solution to solve all of our social problems in America if given a chance. For decades, black people have fought, protested, even died in the struggle for what we truly believe was our only solution to comfort white people and demand that they treat us as equals. Throughout our history in America, we have displayed boundless energy, incredible strength, and unparalleled resilience. Despite our best efforts, nothing we have attempted has worked until now. GRCAI of Chicago has an African plan, and that is our commitment to the diaspora. This will be accomplished by providing an accessible platform to invest in our ancestral homeland, Africa, by means of land acquisition. This is an incredible, rare opportunity for the African diaspora. We are absolutely convinced that this is the most simplified, comprehensive pathway to African land acquisition in existence today. The first step is to come with us during our African tours to meet local Africans and build business relationships. The rest is your steady journey to leave a legacy to your family and to the next generation. Jesus/Yahshua has given me a positive vision on what we need to do as a people. Black Americans have been marching and protesting for freedom, justice, and equality for 53 years, and we continue to face the same issues our grandparents faced during the 60s. My film is my last attempt to try to do something positive for my racial group in America before I cut and run to Africa. Again, one of the main reasons I'm still here is because I'm on a shoestring budget. And again, the pushback is not coming from white America. It's coming from Black America. The main people that need this organization. This organization is to help black people, to help create jobs in our inner cities. But I need brave and smart people on my management team. That's all I need. The Grassroots Community Activist Institute of Chicago is based on my virtual Christian socialist organization, GRCAM. GRCAM is a Christian socialist organization. A Christian socialist is a form of socialism based on the teaching of Jesus. Many Christian socialists believe that capitalism is idolatrous and rooted in greed, social inequality, and institutionalized racism, which most Christian denominations consider a moral sin. We will focus on what we stand for, and that is love, compassion, social justice, and liberation theology. Jesus told us to focus on the least of these in society, according to Matthew chapter 25, verse 35 to 40. He also commanded us to be a witness to others, not just for us to read his word, but to activate social change in the world, according to Matthew chapter 28, verse 16 through 20. We will be committed to the healing ministry of Jesus by showing compassion to inner city youth and their families, which will promote dignity to the people and community we will serve. We will emphasize the importance of morals and character development for both Christians and secular people. We will also focus on strengthening the black family and focus on solving black issues in America by promoting a black economic agenda. Nehemiah was called by God to rebuild the wall of Jerusalem. He did not build that wall by himself. He had a professional team, people like architects, bricklayers, and engineers. Likewise, I want black middle-class professionals who have the following credentials. I want investors, business partners, black entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs, and philanthropists. I'm also looking for legitimate film producers, actors, stage managers, grant writers, technical directors, marketers, accountants, business administrators, social workers, financial planners, lawyers, real estate brokers, and insurance agents. I have my articles of incorporation and my bylaws typed and available for my nonprofit cooperative. I also have my articles of organization typed and available for my for-profit service-based sector. Yet, to add insult to injury, still to this day, I don't have anyone on my management team. And that's unfortunate. And again, that's how come I just want to do this film. And that's the best that I can do. And I want to be remembered for trying to do something. Not just somebody that was online just complaining about, what's going on in the black community. I have a plan, and I want to activate that plan. And I go out to the community. I pass out my flyers. I do the best that I can. You know what I'm saying? And this is, as far as I'm concerned, spiritual warfare at its best. And this has been a thorn in my flesh for the past 29 years. And that's how come, this is not business as usual. This is personal for me. And so I just take it personal. GRCAI Chicago mission is, again, to eradicate urban violence in Chicago through art, culture, and commerce, to tackle poverty, institutionalize racism, and police brutality within the black community, to promote economic opportunities in the black community by being a community advocate and resource for our members, to strengthen the black family by working directly with single black mothers, single black fathers who want to utilize our programs and services. To create a sense of national urgency about the genocide which is taking place within our inner cities in America, starting in Chicago. We will achieve this through journalism, social media, and public forums. In all of our work, we strive to educate and enlarge our audience of concerned citizens who care about solving black issues once and for all. To create innovative educational programs that advances the black agenda and challenges and entertains audience in Chicago and beyond. GRCAI Chicago will consists of a nonprofit, cooperative, and again over time offer a for-profit service-based sector. The GRCAI of Chicago will take the lead in the marketplace by creating community co-op, grocery community grocery stores, and eventually community housing. We will have two fronts, a domestic front and an international front. On a domestic front, we want to create a consensus offer networking opportunities for Black youth and mobilize the global Black family. Establish a nation state on the continent of Africa as a base of operation and a land to call home for descendants of slaves. Develop successful and prosperous satellite communities in at least 5 American cities through this organization. Under our nonprofit cooperative, GRCAI will be governed by an advisory board. GRCAI will be membership based and operate for the mutual benefit of our members. Also, any earnings we make are returned to our members in the forms of lower prices through our quality programs and services. Our members come first, and we will be committed to providing reliable information to them. Under the for-profit service-based sector, we will offer state-of-the-art recreational center that will offer bowling, high rope adventure courses, captivating game rooms featuring the latest video and amusements, stylish billboards, energetic dance rooms, and high-quality restaurants, various businesses, on-site childcare, and an on-site music recording studio for our students making documentary films and stage plays. In addition, we will host family fun activities including accommodation deals, birthday parties, weddings, and corporate parties and events. We plan on expanding the Grassroots Community Activist Institute to Africa under the GRCAI of Africa. My goal is to eventually start it in South Africa and then eventually expand to 10 other African nations that will receive us. I encourage my international African friends to encourage your government to allow us to have citizenship within 5 years in exchange for our talents and skills if you're serious about us doing business on the continent. We as Black people must move away from being tribal. GRCAI of Africa will offer private employment to our members based on our budget and sponsorship. We will provide infrastructure for clean running water, agricultural technology to feed the people, offer solar energy to help our members with their electric generators, and most of all, help improve the African economy. In time, we will expand to the Caribbean, and I already mentioned those places. The GRCAI of Africa will assist the diaspora in the ability to shop, visit, invest, or relocate back to Africa. All of our products and services will be provided by skilled professional Africans from around the continent. It's important for the diaspora to make the connection physically and economically. The GRCAI of Africa will be there to help with travel arrangements and assist with tours, translators, and more. My next topic, Dred Scott 2.0. The Dred Scott case said the Black man has no rights that the white man is obligated to recognize. I found a video of a Black woman in New York who was arrested for hurling verbal insults at Asian people. Now, I'm not going to play that video because I was having some problems when I did that before on one of my other podcasts. I was getting like warnings, from YouTube, so I decided I don't want to jeopardize my chances on being here. But you could actually watch that video if you go to my Medium page. And again, you can find my Medium page on my YouTube channel. You just go to where it says about and scroll down, and then you're going to see where it says my Medium page. And you click on there, and you're going to see under transcripts the title of this, the topic for tonight, and you will see it if you scroll down under where it says show and prove. Well, basically, if you're able to pull up that video, you will see the video of a plainclothes police officer stopped a it said stopped a racist attack in Chinatown. Do you know how many white people use racial slurs against black police officers every day? That has never been considered a crime. What this means is there are two separate set of rules, one for everybody else and one just for black people. The financial elites have deputized these other groups against us. All you Biden supporters, you are responsible for this behavior. We have regressed beyond Jim Crow. We are back to Dred Scott and being 3/3 human, according to the financial elites, because that's in the Constitution as well. Black people keep thinking that they fall into this everybody's all equal and all that stuff, but the financial elites made it clear that they think of us as 3/5 human. I'm just saying. And to add insult to injury, I don't understand why black Americans would want to continue to live in a country that enslaved our ancestors. Jesus freed us, and he gave me a positive vision about what we need to do as black people. I'm just being real. I mean, I respect Dr. King, about his vision, about, what he was saying. He had a dream about, equality is going to take place in America. But as long as the financial elites are in power, and they're the ones that they're the ones that make all these laws. Because even though we did get a little justice, with the George Floyd verdict, that was positive. But still, I would just tell black people, don't just get too excited. We still got the Breonna Taylor trial that needs to take place as well. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of just a lot of situations about police brutality. But if America was serious about really dealing with the issue, they would get rid of the it's called qualified immunity. If they get that off the books, then I would say that would be a very big help. But like I say, I just want to get this organization started here for credibility, in inner cities. Lord knows that once we get this thing started, I want to turn it over to qualified people, and I want to take my talents and skills to the continent and just do the best that I can to help my brothers and sisters that's on the continent. I just want to work with people that want more out of life, big time. Those that don't want anything and just want to sit up here and just, be negative and, make our racial group look bad. As far as I'm concerned, we want to separate from those people. You know, that's how it is. I came across a story from Good Morning America entitled "Wrongful Arrest." It years to took years of going to the courts to get this footage out to the public because the cops were guilty. The law wouldn't allow the cops to grab an illegal immigrant because under Biden they are a protected class. Other groups are also protected, such as the LGBT and Asians. So basically, under this video that you're going to see um, on my Medium page, um, was about a black man. You know, he was out in California. He was, walking, taking out the trash, and then, some road cops just, saw him, and they say, hey, this man looks suspicious, so let's go over there and, harass him. Basically, that's what happened. But yeah, it was sad. I'm just grateful that they didn't kill him. But and I don't have to wake black people up. The road cops are going to wake black people up, and they realize, everything I've been saying for the past 29 years is coming to pass. That hey, we need to listen to what this man has been talking about for, you know, black people are losing our rights and protection, which was meant for us under the Civil Rights Act. I found an article in the New York Times to add insult to injury. The New York will offer a one-time payment of up to $15,600 to undocumented immigrants who lost work during the pandemic from a $2.1 billion fund from the state budget. In other words, the state of New York is taking your taxpayer dollars from black people and giving them to non-citizens to make sure they remain economically viable, able to be an obstacle as a buffer class against us. Everybody wants to complain about what these other groups are doing to us, but when it's time for us to do business amongst ourselves, then everybody start shucking and jiving. When it comes to money, we have to talk business. Among other groups, you have a power broker class that's mainly what is missing in the black culture. When people join GRCAM, we let you know up front the rules. That's what's our code. There's no debate. There's no discussion. We are in a situation where the powers that be are doing everything they can to make sure that our children never get a chance to reach their dreams. We cannot change things if we remain powerless. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are the two richest men on the planet. They have more wealth than all of the black people in America combined. We have no rights. They are obligated to observe. In closing, the financial elites are responsible for destroying the black family through racist policies which exclude black men from the household, flooding the black community with drugs, guns, and liquor stores. The '94 crime bill which gave rise to mass incarceration. There is only one way black people can exist in America, and that is if you are weak, subservient, domesticated, and controlled. The financial elites do not want our situation in America to change. The mainstream media is telling young black people that Dr. King Jr. wants black people to please people who are oppressing us. Same thing with that, like John Lewis. good trouble, good trouble. Nobody want to sit up here and let somebody put their foot up your behind. As long as somebody's doing that, then I mean, they're gonna continue to do that. People only can do what you allow them to do to you. Um, like I say, my message is not for all black people. It's for those that got sense enough to know that, hey, look, I don't want to be a sitting duck. Because again, a road cop can come up into your house and kill you. Because of qualified immunity, which is on the books. And so, if we can't protect our our children, our women, that's not cool. So I'm just giving you a wake up call for those of us that, I would say that's fully woke. Those that want to remain asleep, we just have to let those people be. Because we can't help everybody. And again, my vision is beyond, just, a ghetto. But again, I have compassion for my brothers and sisters who are trapped in American ghettos because that's where I came from. And all of this unnecessary rejection that I had to endure, I look at this as I'm taking that as an opportunity. I'm not trying to look at that as being weak. That's fine. They didn't want to work with me and stuff like that. I'm talking about the people that have the talent and skills. I'm like, no problem. That's why I'm trying to reach out to the global black family. Because I have a positive plan. The main thing that we have to do is connect with other like-minded individuals and, teach our people, the ones that want more out of life. That's all I can say. Same problem we're gonna have to deal with on the continent. We have to deal with that colonized mentality. Those are the people that's in Africa that think that Western cultures such as Europe and America, their culture is supposed to be quote unquote better than or more advanced than Africa. We got to encourage those people to change that mentality. And people ain't gonna like it, but it is what it is. Some people don't want to be black. They're dark. They're melanated, but they don't want to be. They want to be, with the colonizers. So let them be with them. And then when they get mistreated and stuff, we're just gonna have to not laugh at them, but just let that be an example. Tell the young people, hey, look, this is what happened to those that was off cold. Dr. King Jr. never said that the black agenda should be integration, but rather restitution for black people. The financial elites are going to use black celebrities to influence our young people to remain on the hamster wheel. It's time for the landless sons and daughters of Mother Africa to have self-determination. The only place this can happen is in Africa. It is time for us to reclaim our ancestral homeland, which is Africa, while pursuing a beneficial relationship with African governments. This will require participation of our most skilled and educated collective from the diaspora. And so basically I want to encourage GRCAI members to apply for dual citizenship. Because again, our ancestors helped build America. America still got good things, like their educational systems and stuff like that. That's a plus. They got good technology. That's a plus. And when we're in Africa, there's other racial groups that's on the continent there as well. So But we're going to have to deal with, educate the masses about what our experience has been here in America. And we're tired of that, just being treated as second and third class citizens. That's not cool. And what we want to be able to try to do is, build up Africa's, like I say, infrastructure, build up Africa's economy, and compete with non-black foreigners over there. Because it seems like China is trying to become the new colonizer. And, that's not cool. Not cool at all. We want Africa to be free. It's for melanated people in the first place. GRCAI Chicago is not here to fix America's problems. We want complete social, economic, and political control over the context of our collective reality. We want to establish an independent nation state of our own on the continent of our ancestral homeland, which is Africa. The diaspora, who are living as third and fourth class citizens, we will create satellite communities within the inner cities, starting in Chicago, to help our people who are trapped in American ghettos. We want to be able to do trade with them. Like I say, this is the best that I can do. And again, I just want to make this clear to my listeners that, yes, that being rejected for the past 29 years, I didn't like it at all, but it's a learning experience. I'm using this by life experience as an example to young people to, just, keep pushing for your dreams. Don't let nothing on earth change your God-given dreams that God has put in your heart to do. If you have something positive to do with to help our racial groups, then so be it. We're going to support you in this organization. No one under my leadership would never have to endure such unnecessary rejection and humiliation like I had to. That's not cool, and that's not going to happen under the Grassroots Community Activist Institute. And that's real. That's why I'm screening people. That's why it's going to take a miracle, for this organization to get up and running, but that's what my faith is in Jesus/Yahshua. He's going to connect me with the resources so I can go ahead and accomplish his will. And also, this is kingdom building too. We don't have time life is too short to be going through unnecessary drama and hating on people. We just want to connect with people that got some sense and, want more out of life. And that's real. And we'd be willing to trade with people that's going to be on the up and up. But again, we don't want to connect with people that's shady and con artists and trying to get over and all that corruption. We're not going to have that in this organization, because I want to make sure that, everybody is we're going to be keeping tabs on people in this organization. And we're going to have accountability. And we're going to have protocol. And that's how come I encourage everyone that's interested in being part of GRCAM, that's truly serious about this, purchase my ebook or purchase my softcover book and read my story for yourself. If you agree with what I wrote in the book, then make yourself known to me. If you disagree, then keep it moving. It's not my burden alone, but rather a shared burden. For I am just one black man with a plan and a vision. It takes a team to make a dream work, and I always keep saying this. Yes, it's repetitious, but that's real. Again, if it was up to me, everybody that's in my social groups would be on board. My book would have been on the bestsellers list. This organization would have been up and running years ago. But this is, the reality. The reality is, this Willie Lynch mentality must be dealt with. People that's, I would say, race traders and our coons and sellouts, those people we need to separate from. You can't keep having those people in the community and they don't have no consequences. That's not cool at all. They don't, want to work with us and they tearing down the Pookie and Ray Rays. That's not cool, but we have to separate from those people. That's just bottom line. GRCAM is a global community of thinkers and builders. I need your help to move GRCAM from behind the computer into our urban communities that need our talents and skills. This is my contribution back to my community, society, and throughout the African diaspora. I want to thank everyone who has contributed to support tonight's program, either on our virtual store, our PayPal page, or my author page on Amazon. I'm opening the show for Q&A. You can reach me through Facebook Messenger as a voice call just by clicking on the phone icon, or as a video call by clicking on the camera icon. Phone lines are now open.